Hello everyone, I am Skylar and this is Lucid Dreaming Stories. Today I'll be talking about my first lucid dream and then this random other lucid dream that I had. So in my first lucid dream, I was at my old house, a house I had about 5 or 6 years ago, and I started out in my bedroom and I decided to go into the bathroom for some reason. I did a reality check with the nose reality check, where you pinch your nose and if you're dreaming you can still breathe through it, and I ended up being able to breathe through it. So I realized I was dreaming and my heart started beating really fast, so I tried to calm down, so I took a few deep breaths and just got my bearings and just went on. I was around my living room and I was just touching random objects to try to get a feel of the dream world, like the couch arm, just the wall. And so I tried to talk to my subconscious, but it didn't really work. I was just standing there. So after that I decided to go outside, and there was this big tree. At my old house there used to be a big tree in the backyard, but right now it was in the front yard for some reason. So I was trying to fly. I was jumping up. I was jumping pretty high, but I couldn't fly. I was just jumping on my tree, then on the roof of my house, just jumping around. But then I started walking down the street trying to fly. Still couldn't fly, but then all of a sudden, it went into third person. You know how a lot of the times in your dreams, it's either third person or first person. So I was in first person, and I just randomly cut to third person, and some random person started commentating it. Then I just slipped out of consciousness. Then after that I woke up, wrote down the dream, went back to sleep, and it was pitch black. I realized I was dreaming without a reality check, but I was sort of creeped out because I couldn't see anything. So I woke myself up, and that was my first lucid dream, and the one following right after it. Then another lucid dreaming story I have was about my fifth lucid dream, I think. And I started out in my room. I was lying in bed, and I realized I was dreaming. I did the nose reality check again, and I was wondering how to get outside, so I decided to kick out my window. That seems to be my favorite form of getting outside when I'm in my room. I tend to have a lot of lucid dreams starting my room for some reason, so I got pretty good at kicking out windows. So anyways, I kick out my window, and I'm in my backyard, and I'm really off balance. I'm leaning every direction. Colors are sort of distorted. I'm just trying to set my feet so I could fly, but it didn't go very well. And when I did actually fly, I had to flap my arms like a bird. So that was pretty weird. So I fly over my fence, and when I get over the fence, it's not my neighbor's yard. I'm in this mountainous area. I'm on this gravel ground, and there's a river flowing through the middle of it. And off in the distance there's this really big mountain. You don't usually see that in the area where I am, but anyways, I look in the distance and I see my brother and me. So that was really weird. I saw myself in the distance. I was wearing my baseball cap. So I started walking over to myself, but my brother decided to start throwing rocks at me. And then the other me started throwing rocks at me too. So that was sort of weird. Why would I throw rocks at myself? Anyways, so I started flapping my arms away from my brother. And so I kept doing that until I got sort of cornered by him. And I realized I was dreaming again. I already knew I was dreaming, but I was like, I'm dreaming. Why should I be running away from you? So my brother seemed to realize that at the same time, so he just stopped. And we got in his car, and we started driving down the main road. We were listening to music, which was sort of weird because I swear it was like a song that I've never heard before, but whatever about that. But so I decided to look at my hands, and I looked at my left hand, it looked normal, but then I looked at my right hand, and I had 7.5 fingers. So I had 6 fingers. Wait, no. I had 7 fingers on one hand. Then I had half a finger. It wasn't cut in half, but it was like it was painted invisible. Yeah, that was weird. So we keep driving, and we arrive at this house, and it's my dad's house, but it wasn't really my dad's house. It just felt like my dad's house. That's usually what it's like in dreams. It's just feeling like it's your house. But anyway, so I walk inside, and my dad's there, and I was like, why am I even here? I should just go outside and try to fly. So I decided to go outside, and I was walking down this sort of like hallway to get outside, and all of a sudden I realized there were a bunch of mirrors everywhere, like lining the entire walls. And so I like turned around because I was sort of afraid of what I might see, because I've heard stories of seeing scary things in mirrors. So I just sort of turned around and like went back to where I was. But then I got sort of curious, so I went over to a mirror and like peeked in to the side of it, and I saw myself, but I was really tired. I had like those bags. I had like 3 bags under my eyes. You know, when you're really tired, it's like drooping down. That's what I had. Then I woke myself up. So yeah, that's my first dream and another lucid dream. See ya.